and howdy Dream. Everybody having a good time?
I'm doing good.
Always.
I say don't answer once. Crap. Okay, well, for those of you who are joining us online, good evening, welcome, Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea. Let's go to press. Specifically, let's go talk to some of the other wonderful people we have streaming on us. We have plenty of partners right now. We have Brad with no R. That guy, the skelly boy, everybody's favorite fleshless individual, who does Brad with video games. Brad, what's your channel about right now?
What's it about?
What are you playing?
I do have some doing some Minecraft, but also I'm in the middle of having to do a bunch of milestone redeems. We just had a donathon for a friend, and we met all the goals. So now I have a shit ton of streams I have to do. One of them being, two of them being one where I have to eat what's called the Black Death Mega Sour Candy Challenge. What's called the Black Death Sour Mega Candy Sour available, and then the one chip challenge is happening too. Something I thought I'd never do, but you raise $2,000, you're going to have to give them something.
I should definitely donate to you my hottest gummy bear in the world. That would be fun.
I want to donate now just so I can get onto that and see that stream.
I mean, the donathon's done. The stream's happening. People who didn't pay can come and see it. It's going to happen. It's not, I don't know when yet because I'm still going through everything else, but the chip is in the house, terrifying me, but
it's there. Wait.
It's here.
Be anywhere.
One of our other wonderful Twitch partners, we have Glenn Dizzle. As he says, he shiny Pokemon hunts. If you like the shinies, come and say hi. Also, if you'd like to see some of the other individuals we have here, our wonderful JenOfThieves will be on McStabber Studios. I believe you play on Wednesdays, Fridays?
No,
What day?
I play here on Wednesdays, you silly goose. Fridays. We just started a brand new vampire game.
Even more
Unhinged.
Unhinged vampires?
I was such a bitch for 3 hours straight.
It was great.
It's vampire.
Oh,
I loved it. I loved
You
it.
had to deal with juggler.
And last,
I refuse to answer questions because I'm juggler.
and last but most certainly not least, we also have Ashley, Astral, Witch of the Stars. Oh man, what don't they do?
That's a
They
good
do a little
question.
bit of a little bit of everything, and everything else you haven't thought of. They do it. If they don't do it, they just don't do it yet. So, also, if you feel like getting in touch with any one of us, we also have a Discord channel. Please come on by. That's where I source all of where I got all my players. These wonderful people. I don't remember where they are right now and everything, so I got all these wonderful people just because they signed up on the Discord. If you want to be part of one of our future games, please come by, hang out, talk to us. We don't bite hard unless asked. But between then, we also, if you want to see some of the stuff coming up on YouTube, we have a wonderful YouTube channel, DMDRPG. We have, God, what don't we have? Hyperspace Hustle. This
We
game.
don't have Call of Cthulhu if we're gonna just answer the quick way.
Fine. We don't have Call of Cthulhu
Everything
yet.
else, though.
I was about to say we don't have Dungeons and Dragons, but nah. R.I.P.
We have
Jimbo.
D&D.
Wrong.
We never finished it.
Well, what was the point after?
Isle of Osmo.
After Jimbo died,
There we go.
Swamp Dragon.
So yes, any kind of World of Darkness you have ever heard of, thought of, wanted to see, we have done it, we're gonna do it, or I
it's
really
Mage.
want to see us do it.
And no
Or
one
it's
wants
Mage.
to
Or
run
it's
Mage.
Whew.
I wrote a book about a mage campaign I didn't get to run. I have ideas. It's gonna kill me, but I'm very sure I have.
You gotta be willing to let that game end game one. It's Mage.
It's I said I have ideas. I didn't say they were good. Anyway, so for those of you who are just joining us, this is episode 2 of the Silver Linings. We are here on the good ship Silver Lining, captained by our most intrepid captain, Captain Greycloud. Amelia Greycloud, to be specific. She has been having a pretty good day today. We just finished taking care of everything we dealt with last game, selling off a captured pirate ship, ransoming off a crew, selling quite a hefty amount of cargo, and who knows, maybe we even shared some of that loot with the people who also work on the ship. We've done stranger things. So, everybody, we are currently back in our home port of Stormfall Bay. Specifically, we are currently in Highport, which is the area normally reserved for the berthing of ships. If anybody has anything they do or don't want to do, the captain has said we have probably about another 6 hours, give or take, before we break into the atmosphere again. Anybody really wants to do or say something, now is the time.
Yep.
How much money did we make from the pirate ship?
You each received I'm trying to think what the actual conversion rate. You in your accounts, each one of you has, like, whenever payday comes, like whenever you actually have like long shore leave or whatever, you have probably about 10-15 grand worth of credit in this right now. However, the captain, for obvious reasons, doesn't keep that much money on the actual ship. So she has been kind enough to forward all of you the equivalent of $1,000, 1,000 gold, whatever you want to call it, to do with as you see fit.
Cool, I have 500.
You're not the only one. Also, before we get rolling, everybody, please remember that your stock of bennies has restocked. Remember, if you don't use it, you lose it. Everybody starts off with 3, except for a few people who made some trades early on and start off with 2. I start off with an undisclosed and extremely interesting number that, of course, will not be used in any sort of negative way to negatively impact our players.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you gonna lie before we even
Seems
start?
Because if you believe that, I got a
Are we
bridge I want to
accusing
sell you in
Gentle
Brooklyn.
Chef of a misdeed?
Yes.
Lies
Good.
and slander!
So,
Lies and slander!
Anyway, Chow's
I
just
would
gonna
like
be
to
drinking
go.
water sitting by yourself the whole time.
Any particular part of the ship you are going to be on?
Anywhere
Below
that
decks,
is
above
out of
decks?
the way.
There's no such thing as out of the way in a
a
ship.
broom closet.
Fine. You know what? I will amend that. You are in the captain's broom closet.
That seems like pretty in the way.
Well, the captain,
I'm gonna
captain will-
Dangle me off the
Wow,
side of the ship.
I'll be hanging out like where we normally eat. Because I'm eating. That's fine.
That would put you right around here-ish.
Yeah. But like I'm gonna be like
Okay.
here. Just standing. We'll stand over there. Drinking water.
I need to do some shopping.
Okay.
Hanging out.
Is anyone else shopping with
Shopping.
me?
Oh, I can't.
Where are you
Can
shopping?
I give you a list and you bring it back to the ship for me?
I mean, if I have enough to pick it up for you, yeah, I can do that.
I've got plenty. I got plenty. I'll pay for my
Because
stuff.
she never leaves the ship.
I never leave the ship.
She never spends her money because she never leaves the ship.
All right,
plenty.
What do you need me to pick up?
I need some new brushes, some new paint. That's about it. Some snacks.
Any specific color of paint?
Nope, all of them.
All of them?
All of them.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And snacks.
It's snacks.
Okay.
Anybody else going ashore?
Yep.
Yep.
I have a barrel full of magical gross that I need to find an artificer for. So I'm flying into town and being a menace.
Because that's not coming back on the ship.
Because don't bring it on the ship.
Don't bring it on the ship.
I will take my bike into town.
Okay, I think my internet just...
Oh.
All right. Sorry, my internet just glitched something awful. Am I frozen?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
No?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Sorry,
No,
everybody else
still
is
here.
either frozen or super blurry.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, never mind then. Mitch, as you are walking to get your bike from where you have had it in, well, once it's been fully repaired after your spectacular entrance onto the ship during episode 0, you see Fluffles walk up to you with what appears to be a tiny piece of paper and a pouch in his mouth.
It's for me?
It sits down in front of you and stares at you.
I'll reach down. I'll just hold my hand out for him to drop it.
He places it in your mouth. Or, excuse me, he uses his mouth, places it in your hand, and stares at you. His tail is thrashing a little bit, kind of expecting you to do something.
I'll unfold the piece of paper and look at it. Say anything? Is there a drawing on it?
It is the name. No, you see in very clearly written, very legible handwriting, the name of a restaurant, an order, and the name of the delivery boy who's supposed to send it back to the ship.
Why would you pay for delivery if I can just bring it to you on my way back?
The cat just
gonna bring it
stares
back.
at you and flicks his tail.
I'll just bring it back with me on my way back. Save you some coin? Is it fish? Is it fish that they're ordering?
No, actually. It appears to be in order for 5 extra large meat dumplings.
Dang.
Kind of meat.
It doesn't say. It just it uses like the menu item name.
Okay.
From what you can tell, it's kind of like char siu buns.
These are probably for the captain.
Pork bun.
She's gonna want them as fresh as possible. Yeah, might as well get a delivery, man. All right. You twisted my arm, cat. Reach down, scratch the cat behind the ear.
And he bats at your hand.
Oh, all right.
That pouch also contains sufficient coin to pay for what he has, and you're fairly sure a tip.
Okay. Anyone else need anything before I head out? Well, all right. I'm going to start pedaling into town. First, I'm going to find like a flower shop. I need some potting soil.
Okay. It's probably about for you. It's probably about a 10-minute pedal, just down into the hustle and bustle. Flower shops are fairly common in the central area. However, you don't really see any ones that look like they keep like potting soil. These are normally like cut flowers. If you're looking for something like that, you'd be looking a little bit further towards the outskirts, sort of more of an agricultural district area.
All right, that's probably the first place I'm going to go then.
Okay. So it's going to take you probably from the ship, it's probably going to take you about 15 minutes to get there. While you are pedaling, I'm going to double check what's everybody else doing on the ship. I know Jen said she's going to sit there and drink. Clearly, she's got a drinking problem. Better a hollow leg.
I'll be going into town on my own. I'm going to the library.
Sprocket's just taking a nap on deck.
All right, so Brad, do you have any particular kind of library you're after, like a medical library, or just like the grand library, or like a university library? What are we talking here?
Well, I don't go to university, so no, not that one. But I will be going to essentially to get to whatever library I think I can get medical books from. See if there's any new ones to read.
I think you'd probably be looking at like the Grand Library.
Okay.
It is attached to the local etheric university, but it is also open to the public.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay, that's are you walking or what?
Yes.
Okay, that's going to be about a 20-minute walk for you, but
Okay.
still definitely doable. All right. Mortimer, are you doing anything? Or excuse me,
that was Mortimer. I was like, wait, what?
I looked at the wrong thing. Sorry.
Holler? Maybe? Is that what we're looking for?
Yeah.
I'm flying into town to find somebody to look at this barrel. Yeah.
Okay. So, Pierce, remind me, do you have some like way of detecting magical talent, for lack of a better term?
Like the occult skill or spell casting? Because I got both.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna say that with a little bit of time and patience, you could easily focus in on some of the larger sources in town. You're gonna notice that there is an engineers guild. They have a guild hall here. They would have a decent amount of magic going on. You do notice that there's a healers guild that has like a lot of magic going on in their herb garden and greenhouses. And there's a couple of different shops. Some are closer to the city center, some are closer to the city distant, or so like the outskirts, I should say, that are giving off different forms of magic that you're a little bit less familiar with.
You said there was like a magic, like garden almost. Is that more familiar to what Holler is used to as far as magic goes?
Magic that is specifically designed to increase the growing speed, size, efficacy, and health of the plants. Yes. Also would be used to help grow plants of a magical nature. So that seems like something that would like probably stand out more in Holler's mind.
That seems familiar, which means that's not what I want. So we're probably going to head more for the engineering.
Okay. The engineering guild hall is probably going to be, since you're flying, and probably about 10 minutes. It's near the center of town, but it's on the side of the center of town closer to the port, because they understand most of where their work is.
Yep.
All right. So,
that's where I will be taking it.
All right. So, and I believe I heard that I had a sprocket spread out upon the deck.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I need you to roll me.
It's never good.
Roll me a d4, please.
Okay.
Do you want evens or odds?
I'm always evens.
Okay.
Womp.
In that case, the cat does not decide to walk up and use you as a pillow.
Oh, that's fair. It's hurtful, but fair.
Yes. Mostly because the cat is currently sitting at the prow, staring out,
Waiting for his food.
looking out expectantly and somewhat short-temperedly for the damn delivery driver. All right, so Mitch, I believe you're the one who took off first. So let us go about. You have wandered and meandered and found your way all the way down to the ye old Home Depot.
Yeah,
lack of a
hardware
better term.
store. I'm gonna go into the
Well, I
hardware
mean, it's
store.
it's more kind of like a general store. So when I say Home Depot, I mean it's got everything for the home from dishes, curtains, home goods, lumber, piping, repairs, like things you would need to build and subsist in a home. There is
So an
an
IKEA.
entire
This is a hardware
there's
store.
an entire fabric section. There's like everything you would need to live in a house as well. So everything from decorations, fabric,
We'll
everything.
get probably
Furniture,
all but like 2 of the things on my list here.
most likely.
Okay. Well, first I gotta go get some soil. First thing I thought of.
All right.
Soil
much you
that's
getting?
good for cuttings. Enough for my hauler cutting. Probably like a 1-gallon bag.
Okay.
Then I need to get a new saw for the ship since I lost the old saw.
Indeed you did.
New brushes and every color of paint that I can get for Sprocket.
Uh, how much how much paint are you getting?
She said every color, which
Okay.
how many colors are there? When I get there, I'm looking at my list and I look up at the amount of colors. What am I seeing?
A wall.
And how much money
of
did she send me with?
not that much.
Just Roy G. Bivet.
Yeah,
I mean-
okay. The reason I'm asking you this, are you trying to get like a sample can, like maybe maybe like an 8-ounce can, or are you going for like 5-gallon buckets of everything?
She didn't specify.
No, she didn't. Which is why I'm asking you to make a judgment call with her money.
Common sense, people.
How much money did she
You're not
send?
there.
I just
You're
have
not
money
there.
for Sprocket's order. I don't know. I haven't been told how much money she sent yet. It was like 250
Okay.
gold, 1,000 gold. She said there's enough for what she needs. She didn't tell me a number.
All right, Sprocket. How much would you have handed him, or would you have just handed him your pay envelope and said go?
Probably just the pay envelope because the rest is in the
You've
bag.
got 1,000 of her dollars plus your own.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do,
Sprocket has no use for money.
I'll throw in 250 to get her brushes. Because I imagine it's for the whole ship. And then I'll get, so 1,000 divided by 5. So I'll get 200 gold worth of each of these paints. That seems reasonable. So black, white, red, yellow, and blue.
Okay.
Then she can make any color she needs.
I like the way he thinks.
Is this an amount I can carry? Or do I need them to deliver it to the ship?
You could carry this. However, you are looking at several dozen gallons of paint. So you would have to effectively like have all of this like on a pole across your shoulders, and then you'd have to walk back because there's no way in hell you're going to be able to balance this and pedal at the same time.
All right. So I'm only going to put probably 100 towards paintbrushes instead of the 250. It's probably going to
Okay.
cost me at least 150 to have it delivered, huh?
Not quite that much. For an order of this size, they're willing to cut you a deal on delivery. Just because, you are purchasing a statistically significant portion of their paint supply right now.
She sent me with a lot of money. She didn't tell me
I'm
how
not,
much paint. She just said
I'm
all the
not,
colors.
I'm not arguing any point that you're making or any of the logic that you've given. I'm simply telling you, they will, for the amount you've ordered, plus your soil, plus the brushes, plus anything else are you getting anything else while you're here?
See, let me look. Well, I'm probably not gonna have enough money for that after this, so I gotta get rid of that on the list. Can't get a pistol. Do they have cake mix here?
Not that you've seen. However, you know what? Screw it. Roll me a d4. You want evens or odds?
Odds.
Okay, if it's an odd, then yes, they do. Yes, they do. You just haven't gone over to the grocery section yet.
All right, so I'm gonna get enough cake mix for people down the engineering bay.
Okay.
So we can make a cake.
Cake mix and all the other cakey things, yes.
And then Sprocket wanted snacks. And I
Indeed, she
spent
did.
all the money on paint, so I have to put my own money towards that.
Well, you haven't spent it all yet.
All of her money I spent,
Okay,
not all my money.
just making sure we're clear.
Have I seen what kind of food she likes? Or am I just at a
Mm,
guess for snacks here?
When it comes to snacks, no, but everybody normally eats what's served in the galley. So in terms of private snacking, no, you do not know what she wants.
I'll get her what I like. So, like a watermelon, a pineapple, some fruits, just
Okay.
a load of fruits.
A crate of the fruit. All right.
Okay. And then I think that's all I can get from here. Do they have
Okay.
tuna here? Do they have fresh tuna?
They have something equivalent to it. When you say fresh, like it was caught yesterday morning, but
Something
been
that
kept
Fluffles would like.
it's been kept refrigerated, so yeah, he would be fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna get that for Fluffles.
All right, and I'm gonna say that everything that you've just put together is gonna cost you about $13.50 with delivery.
And that's including the money that Sprocket sent me, right?
Yes,
Okay,
okay,
so
$13.50 grand total. You walked off that ship with $1,500.
okay. Thought I had 1,250 of my own.
Do you have? Is that how much you
So
brought with you?
I started with 250 because I'm
True.
poverty, so I didn't start with 500.
Right.
And I got
Okay, and then
1,000 from the captain, right?
but if you have poverty, you only got half.
Oh, I only got half from the captain if I have poverty.
Yeah. So that would give you would have walked off the ship with 1750.
Okay.
So you should have 400 left with you.
Okay, and that's enough for the captain's order for food, right?
The captain hasn't given you any orders.
The cat brought me the pouch.
The cat
Cat.
brought you a
I'm
pouch.
assuming it's for the captain because I can't talk to the cat.
You are
This is why he
assuming.
brought a note. He
You
was
are
so
assuming,
thoughtful.
and that the note and the amount of money that the note has like about 30 bucks in it, worth of like 30 bucks worth of coin in there, and that's pretty much exactly enough to cover a healthy tip plus the food order.
Okay. All right, then I'm going back to the ship with 400.
Okay.
That's what it looks like.
They're going to be probably about an hour or so mixing, collecting, and bringing all of your stuff back to the ship.
And then I was going to go to the place that Holler was just at that had the stuff for growing plants, but I don't think I have enough money for it now. So I'm just going to go back to the ship.
So, that is actually the Healers Guild. And what he was detecting was the magic around their greenhouses and fields.
Oh, okay.
Now, don't get me wrong. They have plenty of people who have plenty of magic for plant growing and things along those lines that you could easily talk to. However, that's not the main thing that they serve there.
It's probably getting pretty late because I did a lot of shopping, as well as I don't have very much money left, so I'm gonna head back to the ship after getting all that.
Okay. I'm gonna ask this just because you haven't said that you did or didn't. Do you drop off that order at the restaurant?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
That's why I was asking if I had enough money.
Okay. You didn't say that you did, which is why I wanted to be clear, just because if the cat kicks your ass, I want to make sure it's not out of technicality.
Like them glasses came off.
I did tell him to deliver it to the captain, though, so.
Okay.
I did not tell him to deliver it to the cat.
The guy says sure. He looks at the note and goes, oh, yeah, okay, yeah. We've done this before. Cool. Give me about, they parked up there. Probably be about 45 minutes.
Captain can be a bit short, so I'd be quick about it.
You shouldn't have landed your ship so far away then.
It's not up to me.
And it's not up to me where you decided to land. We'll be there as quick as we can. All right. So, Pierce, you said that you were flying, so I believe you would be the next person to arrive somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not muted. Yep, into them engineering guild.
All right, so you land outside the guild for, and it's in this incredibly fancy, flowy, sparkly, kind of clearly magical scroll work. What is it? The Noble Guild of. Actually, I'm trying to. How well spoken is Holler?
Not really.
The blah 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 engineers.
Yeah. This feels gross, but I can also feel magic, so perfect match for them in this barrel. Is there a door?
There is. There is a large double door made out of wood with some iron scroll work.
Admire the door for a second. Just a quick touch. Ugh. Push open.
The doors swing in soundlessly on their hinges. And inside you see a large, I guess, reception room, kinda? It's a very large open hall with stairways going off to either side. Clearly some doors are on the lower level. There's also something of a balcony up there with more doors that seem to be going to different areas, offices, etc. So I have not been keeping up on the Vines of Ivy. It may be more than most aircraft carriers, but he can carry it, and it is going to an aircraft. So, faith.
Hello?
Okay.
Terrible magic.
You see somebody with like very, very augmented glasses and having on a large, somewhat appears to be leather apron, but it's clearly been studded with things that appear to be like protective. And carrying what appears to be a large amount of, it looks like a combination of blueprints, tools, and like design implements. They walk right beside you. Oh yes, one moment, just give me 1 second. I'll be right there. And then my family calls it puttering. They sort of like putter off down to the next, down and drop everything off on what is clearly a large and very, very, very abused workstation. As they drop everything down, they turn around, their glasses have fallen down, they go, "Oh! Ah!" As they see you.
This was on a ship. Can you smell this? I open the lid.
What? The tree. Talking tree? Talking tree.
Sure. Can you not smell? What's feel? Do you feel this? Do you magic this? Just holding the barrel at them.
Like gently. Flips down their goggles. Like, it's a net. What? All I see is a net. What do you mean, do I magic this?
Do you do magic? Are you an artificer?
I do etheric artifice and design, systems engineering.
Do you do magic?
We try
Artifice magic.
not to use I don't want to use so crass a term to describe the art form that I have been so thoroughly educated in.
Just put a whole hand over their face. Just. I found this on a ship. It doesn't feel right. There's bad magic in this. Can you feel the bad magic or not? And if you cannot, can you direct me to an artificer?
Mm-mm.
Hand off the face.
You smell like pine.
I should.
I'm 40% pine.
I'm fighting it. I'm fighting the urge because it keeps coming up.
All right. So, no. I can't see any other form of magic on that. But we don't really deal with magic on its own. We do more of magical engineering. If you're trying to determine that kind of thing, you're probably going to want to go to either the Healers Guild. I know they deal with magical plants and everything. They may know more about it than you do, or than I do. More about what's going on with you. Or you may want to try, there's an alchemist shop about 5 streets that way. If you go out the door, go right, keep going, you're going to see a great big sign it looks like a wooden sign, but it's still got like smoky steam coming out of the top of it.
Mm-hmm. This place stinks of bad magic. Do better. Turn around, walk out.
Help you catch termites. And
Termites
turns
are
around and
natural.
walks. Say that again?
Termites are natural.
You ain't. And sort of quickly bustles away someplace that you hopefully won't be able to seek spruce-related revenge.
Wooden sign, steam coming out of it. To the skies. I'm going to fly straight up. And I'm going to attempt me a notice.
Okay, roll us a notice.
I got a 4. I think that's success, right?
A 4 qualifies as a success. You notice down about 5 streets, just like you were told, there is a large sign that appears to be made of painted wood, and yet is bubbling like a steaming cauldron.
Is there a lot of air traffic here, or is it just me and Holler flying around?
There, around here, there is a lot of what I would call, I'm trying to think of a better term. So if we were in Venice, there would be a lot of gondolas. There would be a lot of water traffic. Here, there are a lot of smaller things, sort of like effectively floating barges for carrying bulk travel, like bulk cargo and everything. Windlasses. There's also a decent amount of,
Like, just stuff so you don't have to clog up the streets if you don't want to, if you don't have to.
Yeah.
Just lift
around
up
here.
and out.
There is land-based transportation and there is sky transportation, and they're about the same. But you can tell that all this sky transportation is not designed to get much further than the port. This is clearly meant for like transportation and cargo lifting, not ships in their own right.
I voted Saturday.
Am I hearing somebody else's voice?
It's in the background of Mitch.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
But yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you notice it. There is a decent amount of traffic. However, most of it honks or swerves relatively quickly the second that Holler moves anywhere near it.
I feel like I'm reasonably fast flying. Pace 12. I don't know if that's fast.
That's about twice. Okay, so your walking speed in this is 6. That's the average person's walking speed, so you can fly about as fast as the average man can run.
Gotcha.
And since you're going straight over without having to go in between anything or stop or whatever, you're fairly quick compared to those on the ground.
Yep. Heading to that alchemist shop.
Okay.
I can't decide if I want to go to the Healer's Guild or not.
Well, I tell you what. You have until such time as I get Pierce to the alchemist, and then Brad to the library to make that decision.
Okay.
All right, so Pierce, you said you're flying, so I'm assuming it's basically like a giant jump, effectively?
Mostly it's straight up, flapping, looking for it, and then not quite a dive bomb, but fast as just straight line.
Do you superhero land?
As much as he normally does, where he just kind of slowly lands, hits the ground, and then just sheds wings. So
do you have knees to do a superhero landing with?
Yeah.
Oh, well, in that case, can but don't superhero land.
Yeah.
All right. You have landed outside of the Wooden Cauldron Alchemist Shop and Academy. You see a sign on the door. Class in session. Please knock loud. And before we go in there, I'm going to jump out over here and say, all right, Brad, you said you were walking to the library, yes?
Yes.
Okay. During your walk, you have noticed many things. One, it's a decent downhill walk. You're pretty sure that coming back up this hill is going to be a bitch.
Okay.
Number two, you've noticed that Mr. Holler looks fairly badass and moderately terrifying when he flies off like some sort of gigantic plant demon.
Okay.
And that you realize you can hear the squeaky of Mitch's bike from here.
I think I understood what you were saying there.
So
Squeaking
Mitch's
of
bike
Mitch's
is an
bike.
air bike.
Yeah, you broke up.
Yeah,
You went
Mitch's bike-
robotic and broke up.
Oh, I'm sorry. So Mitch's bike, you can still hear the squeaky of the propeller from
Okay.
here. As you're going down the hill, it sort of wanders a little bit with the topography, but you start noticing like smaller buildings, offices, sheds. Like clearly, there's like the tax collector, the inspections officers, things along those lines, who would be there to mostly just service the port, longshoremen's huts, things along those lines. As you get down into the city proper, you notice that there's a fairly wide description of people here. There are people of all kinds of different backgrounds, all kinds of different socioeconomic classes, from what appear to be extremely rich avians all the way down to, dirt poor humans. You don't see
Okay.
very many aquatic people right here, only because you're right next to the city, you're right next to the sea, and why would they need to be up here? They have the ocean. So,
Okay.
yeah, you're not sure if there's also an underwater section of Stormfall Bay, but there is not one that you can see from where you're at.
Gotcha.
As you're walking, you hear conversations in most of the basic languages, common, all the languages you've heard of. You hear small snippets in all the different places, from restaurants, taverns, offices, shops, just people talking in the street, private homes, all kinds of stuff. The city seems to be somewhat of a jumble, except for, as you notice, the closer to the center you get, the less residential it becomes and more like office spaces, schools, larger buildings with clearly defined purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Towards the center of the city, you see a very large building with a ornate brass dome on top. You know from your travels that brass dome is the sign, is normally on the roof of most university libraries. There's some reason behind it, but you've never really been given a clear answer.
Okay.
However, you know that most of these libraries are able to lend things to each other, and they do have some semblance of a mail service or correspondence between the two. So if you're looking for an answer or a research opportunity or something, and the library you're in can't answer, they have the way of reaching out to other libraries to try to seek the information you're after.
Okay.
So, you have come to the Grand Library of Stormfall Bay University. Go Stormhawks.
Okay.
I see a cat.
Oh, I was like, what? I was like,
Sorry. There was a cat
mm-hmm.
on a cricket. Okay, so as you walk up, you see two local constables, sort of, I'm not gonna say like standing guard, but at least, patrolling the area around, like, sort of the main gate into and out of the university grounds. They're not really stopping anybody, but they're there sort of just keeping an eye on things. They don't stop you or anything like that.
Okay.
And you walk straight into what appears to be at least a 10-story tall library.
All right.
As you walk in, there is a
I was like, he doesn't have anything specific he's learning. He just studies any medical book that he can get his hands on when he can.
Okay.
So he's
Well-
not like, I'm not going there for anything specific, just to let you know.
I mean, I think you would just be there to sort of peruse their medical textbooks,
Yep.
right? Just like wander through the section and, oh, I don't have this one.
Yeah.
Okay. As you come in, you see a very, very large open area, tons of like workstations, desks on one side, stairs going up into the stacks on the other. There's a large emblem of the university on the floor. And before you get to the stairs, there is a large circular sort of desk. Clearly, this is where the librarians are normally based, the help desk, research, things along those lines. And you see several small lines waiting to speak to individual librarians.
Well, I guess I'm getting in line then, because I haven't been here before.
Okay. The line moves relatively quickly. It only takes you about 5 minutes standing in line to get through the like 7 or 8 people ahead of you. As you walk up, you see a very, very distinguished, prim, proper dwarven woman who stands there. Yes, dear, how can we help you?
Looking for your medical text.
Medical text. Are you looking for anything in particular? Magical medicine? Are you looking for for any particular species?
No, just the medical section.
All right, generic medical section. She points you over to a stairwell. You're going to want to go up these stairs over here, 3rd floor. Once you get up there, you're going to see you're going to sort of see like 2 large ways of branching off from the main stairwell. You're going to take the section to the left, and then as you get in there, you're going to see a small desk. The person there can help direct you more specifically if you need any more information.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Next.
Yep. Heads up to the 3rd floor, takes a left.
All right. As you get there, you notice that here there is if that person was a librarian, this is clearly like a TA, a librarian's aide, student volunteer.
Okay.
And this dwarf clearly thinks that this is their section. He's looking around, he's kind of scowling at everybody who doesn't put the books back exactly the right way. And, you know, he's shh-ing a lot of people, even when no one's really making any noise. So, as you walk in here, welcome. How can we help you, sir?
I'm in the section I wish to be in. I don't think I require your help right now.
Okay. Are you sure? Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
No. Starts to walk to a shelf.
Flabbergasted.
Hell yeah. General. Oh,
Clearly huffing and puffing
great.
a little bit. Okay. So, Brad, can you roll me a notice, please? All right, that's a 5. So you do notice that most of the basic textbooks that you have, okay, not basic, but generically available ones, the more popular textbooks are all here. You have medicine, right? In your skills?
I mean, yeah, healing, but yeah.
Okay.
That's what it's called in the book.
I don't have it pulled up right now. I'm double checking myself real quick. All right. If you could, just because with that notice, you're going to be able to find whatever you need in here, get a specific amount of time. So now I'm just curious, can you roll me and see exactly how specific your medical or like your healing knowledge you can get?
Okay.
So if you would roll me a healing, please. Where'd that go? All right. Okay. Not bad, not bad at all. All right, so you're able to find several books about internal anatomy, about magical healing, about the effects of about different healing styles on individual species, as well as some of the rarer cases. So you're able to find a good 5 or 6 books here that you don't have and that you believe would help make you more effective.
Okay. Now, how does this library, like, because I don't know the world, how does this library work for checking out books, especially to someone who's on a ship?
You probably need to go talk to a librarian or a librarian's assistant about that one.
Yeah, well, I don't want to talk to the guy who's shushing everybody, so I will literally walk by him with the books and go all the way back downstairs.
You can't take those out of the library.
Still in the library. Start going down the stairs.
You can hear him like doing everything he can, like right at the edge of his territory, flummoxed and spluttering at the top of the stairs. All right, so as you go,
I keep
you get
picturing Brad with the plague doctor mask. It's just a beak just going down the stairs. As he wants him to know where he is.
I might have to change Mortimer to just have that just for you. He's just always walking around with that mask.
Yeah, just
sometimes
snooty. Just snooty with the mask. That's
No.
The
Can't
leave the house.
The
Leave the library.
As you walk down, you start getting a few sort of strange looks from people who sort of know the library. Like, you don't normally carry books down here, but okay. It's like you're not breaking any rule, but you are sort of like breaking the norm.
Oh no!
Right.
As you get back down, there is one person ahead of you in the line for the same librarian that you were talking to earlier.
Okay.
And she finishes giving directions as you walk up. Yes, my, that was quick.
Yes. I haven't come to this town before, so I work on a ship.
Oh.
What is the process of checking out books?
Oh, well, you could she like you can like sit here like the oh. How? You can see her do everything she can not to laugh. How did you get those away from, how did you get those past Heinrich?
I walked with them. He told me I couldn't take them out the library. I told him I wasn't leaving the library. And then continued down the stairs.
Did she sort of, you see her like just like 1 second, she goes over and like just like taps another librarian on the shoulder and whispers in her ear, and both of them are like just turning around like, wait, what? Slowly, this sort of quiet giggle has gone around to all the librarians whenever they're stopping, and you can just see all of them sort of like sitting there and chortling at what must have been the most hilarious scene that they're sorry they missed. Well, let me see here. She looks at the books you have and notices that, in checking her records, she does notice that none of these are unique copies to the library. They have at least 1 or 2 additional copies so that anybody who still wanted to could see them.
Okay.
Normally we don't lend out, like, textbooks like this, but the idea of watching you have to go back up there and see him probably have an aneurysm.
I am willing to buy them if I have to.
Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. I'll make you a deal.
Yes.
She hands you the paperwork. I need you to fill this out for a library card, and we'll be happy to check these out for you.
All right. You will fill out the paperwork.
And it's relatively quick paperwork, you know, name, what ship, address, thing strange. But I need you to do me a favor.
Okay.
I need you to walk back up there
Mm-hmm.
and show this to and show the library card to Heinrich and tell him that you're taking all of them.
Okay.
And excuse me while I turn on the security camera to look at this. And you can see like half of the librarian just come around, like gather around what appears to be a strange computer terminal while they're basically pulling up the security feed to watch this.
All right. Head back up the stairs with the books. This is what I got to do to get the books. I'll do it.
And Heinrich is still at the top of the stairs. We have procedures. We have rules.
I will literally walk past Heinrich and go to his desk. Because that's where I need to do this properly. So he's just... I come back up with the books and walk past him and stop at his desk and just stand there.
He turns behind you and is flustered and puttering like a one-stroke engine with not very well-tuned valves. How did you... we do not allow books to be taken from the sections. That is not how this is done. Who told you could do that?
You didn't say that. You said I couldn't take it from the library. I didn't.
It was You're right. You can't take them from the library. Thank you for returning them.
Actually, he holds up his library card. I'll be taking all of them. Grabs the books and then turns and leaves because that's what he was told to say.
Roll me a notice, please.
It's like he actually he was gonna turn around when he heard heard that noise.
Somebody needs my help.
You hear the thud.
Go over. Put the books down on the table, walk over.
Based upon your medical knowledge, he has sort of, while you can tell he's not in any immediate medical danger, he is sort of laying there frothing at the mouth. The result of a paradigm shifting without a clutch.
All right, let's treat the guy. Don't think they sent me here to kill him.
His flabber has been gasted.
All right. Guess we'll
he'll be fine. He'll be fantastic. I'm assuming you like pressure point him.
No, that's normal healing. I wasn't just gonna. I have to use focus to do that. To do the pressure point. I'm not just gonna whip that out in the middle of the night. Especially when someone told me they turned on the security cameras.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so you walk up and just sort of like, you know, how do you go about healing this clearly flustered dwarf?
Well, I turn him on his side so he doesn't choke to death on whatever he's frothing.
Put a leather bound book in his mouth. Just bite down on that, sir.
Probably gonna annoy the crap out of him when I reach up and take a book to lay under his head to prop him up, and then just leave him there. Like once I'm sure he's in no immediate danger, I will get up and like grab my books and turn and walk.
Okay.
Yes. Once I'm
I-
assured that he's not going to die from this and not going to have permanent damage, that he just
Right.
needs to rest it off now.
Yep, he's fine. He will be fine
Mhm.
eventually. Yeah. As you walk down the stairs, you hear a slow clap starting from the librarian's desk as you leave.
Okay.
And you see you notice in one of the books there is a little tag that was in there that wasn't in there before. It says due back in 3 weeks.
Okay. Definitely try
And
to
that's it.
get that back the next time we're in here.
Yes.
Then. All right. And I guess, is there a taxi service of some kind? Because you said that walk back was going to be a bitch, and I'm just like, nah.
There are rickshaws available for a nominal fee.
Okay.
So yes, you can easily catch a cab back to the ship.
Okay. I will do that.
All right. So I believe we said that Mitch, you had time to decide whether or not you were going to the Healers Guild or back to the ship.
I'm just gonna go back to the ship and wait for the delivery to show up of all the stuff we collectively
Oh,
bought.
okay. And Pierce.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're knocking?
Very loud.
Okay. As you slam your hand onto the door, you hear what appears to be a fairly crotchety person yell, "What?" Like not in like, who is it? Like, but in a "what the fuck do you want? I'm busy" kind of a tone.
Uh, door unlocked.
Yes.
All right. Push.
As you walk in, you do have a sense of smell, right?
Yes.
You are assailed by hundreds of scents. Some of them sharp, sharply acidic. Some of them very strange. Some of them like stink of chemicals and alchemical processes. Some of them smell like fruit,
Hmm.
but they all sort of like ball themselves up together and just sort of like, give you a 1-2 jab straight to the nostrils of what the fuck.
Oh, okay, 1 second. Oh, everything. Okay. Well, you probably are the person to ask. Can you smell this?
You're funny. I haven't smelled anything since the great sniffing accident of 1922. But I can probably... Here, give me a second. He waves over one of his students. A very willowy avian walks over. Yes, sir? Smell that. She leans over, takes a sniff of whoa. Okay. What the hell is that?
Okay. Finally. I found this on a ship. I was sniffing around. This smells so bad. I don't know what this is. I need to know what this is and how to destroy this.
The avian turns and says, sir, that smells like some of the stuff that you keep in your back room. Like, that you won't even teach us for another couple of months. I see. Thank you, Gretchen. You may return to your studies. All right, so and you, my good sir, What manner of being are you?
Apparently, I'm Holler, and Holler is Holler. What do I do about this?
Come with me. And he gestures you into his back room to help, so he can help narrow everything down.
Hmm.
Here, most of this is some of the more toxic and unpleasant things we smell, since my sense of smell is pretty much gone from so many years in this. I'm going to need you to tell me which of these smells matches the smell on that net, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And one by one, he slowly opens a series of jars and lets you smell, and it takes you about 10 before you get one that's pretty damn close. Maybe not exactly, but you're like 95% of the way there.
This is the closest one. Is there anyone's like this?
Hmm. Refined crystal essence. Really? My friend, uh, I know what this is, but the fact that this would be on a net makes no sense. This is the kind of chemical and everything that is used in the process of building new power cores and new power crystals. We use this in chemical or crystal manufacture. There's no reason any of this would ever really be on a ship. It's too volatile. One good patch of turbulence would probably blow the ship from here to Kingdom Come.
Oh, the ship this was on took several shots, several direct hits.
And it didn't explode.
Not from this, I don't think.
Fascinating. And you said this was just on the net on the ship. You didn't find barrels and barrels or vats of this stuff?
This is the only thing that smells like this. It kind of stuck out.
Show me how big this net is. And he helps you unwind the net out of the barrel just to get a rough idea of how large it is and therefore what it could have contained.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and you said this is closest, but it's not quite there?
This is
Okay.
There are many strange smells, and this one is in the same room as that one. Does that make sense?
It does. It does. Well, it sounds to me like whatever ship you found this on was smuggling contraband crystal solutions for making black market crystals.
I was led to believe that everything was taken off the ship already, but I can share that information
Well,
with the
based
captain.
upon the fact that it's just the netting and not the entire ship, I'm willing to bet you that this thing was that ship was only carrying a few barrels or a small vat of the solution, and some of it spilled a little bit. That's the only reason that the net would stink, but nothing else would. And if that is about as potent as what I just showed you, then you're dealing with somebody who's trying to make black market power cores. Currently, they're under monopoly.
Very honest, none of those words matter to me personally, but there are a few on the ship who would probably care. I believe Lackbeard would be interested in.
What part of this do you care about then?
What this is and how detrimental it is and how to destroy it.
Well, to life forms, it's fairly toxic. It would, it would, if it didn't eat through the skin of whoever touched it, it would definitely cause them to have some abnormal growths until part of their most of the hard structures in their body started sprouting crystal shards, which would shred them from the inside.
Mhm.
It would do that to most life forms. However, the crystals that would be grown from this, because of the fact that it's made with sort of less than fully legal and less than fully well-researched chemicals, the power cores would probably be leaking all forms of strange esoteric magic as well. You could definitely power a ship with one of these, but it'd be like trying to. You'd be basically leaving a cloud of magical contamination with you anywhere you went.
Dirty magic. Easy to track.
For lack of a better term, yes.
Thank you. Do you use money?
I do.
Just reach into his chest cavity and just hand him the 1,000 gold that he was just given?
Oh, thank you. I must warn you, though. I don't know what effect touching those chemicals would have on you, but I do know I am required to report any knowledge of this to the local constabulary. So there will be others looking for this as well.
Good. More eyes to get rid of dirty magic is good.
Yazoi. If you don't mind, if you have any more of this, or if you just want to come by, you are a very interesting fellow.
Thank
Please
you.
feel free to visit my shop again.
This is all I have. It is yours. I am not allowed to bring it back on the ship.
Oh, you're leaving this with me.
If you do
I'm
not want
probably
it, you
gonna-
can tell me where to destroy it, but
I'll probably be I'm going to be giving this to evidence for the constabulary, so that they have something to track the other crystal manufacturer by. This is a good lead.
okay. That works. I can track by smell, but everyone can't smell magic.
No, but I will handle this for you.
Thank you.
Farewell, Holler.
Yeah. Turn and up. How long has it been? Do I have any idea of just where's the sun?
It's probably been about 2 hours.
Mhm.
Between flying time, getting there, talking, and everything else, it's probably been about 2 hours by the time you land back on the ship.
Mhm.
All right. Did anybody else have anything that they wanted to do, say, or whatever before I move us on?
No,
Okay.
got my stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Just
So,
waiting outside the ship for the delivery.
the first person to swing by is a young man. In a restaurant uniform who comes up carrying a large basket. He runs up huffing and puffing because, well, that hill's a bitch. I have a delivery for Prince Swiftclaw.
What?
Uh,
Who?
all of
I
a sudden
don't think there's a.
you hear a meow coming from the rail. Ah, thank you. He jogs up the rail and places the basket in front of the cat. Thank you for your tips, but that was quite generous. You enjoy now. And he turns and starts jogging back down the hill.
I love how nobody questions the cat. Just one of the crew.
What?
That cat has made this
What's
order
going
more
on?
times.
Wasn't that for
That-
the captain? Who's Swiftclaw?
And Cricket, you would have heard this, and you would know very well that that cat gets the same damn order of dumplings every time you land.
Yep.
That cat stealing the captain's food. Take it from him, Joe.
Yep. The cat sort of.
I'm gonna go and pick up the basket. No, you can't have that. That's the captain's.
You better leave that cat alone.
Oh no!
I got some
I'm
food
not
on the way. I ordered for you some tuna.
jumps up on the basket.
Sprocket wakes up and like tells him to you better leave that basket alone. That's his.
Hissing, teeth, claws, giant furry back.
All right. If it's yours, it's yours. Take it.
That's his.
He sort of like sits down a little bit and meows at Sprocket.
Anytime, baby. Anytime.
Meow.
Well,
And he gently starts.
I bought some tuna for him.
That's his order of dumplings. He orders it every time.
Well, what am I supposed to do with the tuna?
I'm pretty sure he'll eat the tuna too.
Gently starts pushing the basket towards the captain's quarters.
Do you need help?
He sits up wriggling.
She'll get up and walk the basket to the captain's quarters and leave the door open.
Trot, 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 trot. You hear the cat go, "Thank you. And please tell that oaf not to touch my food again.
He'll learn eventually.
Not quickly enough. If he tries it again, I will dismiss him from my service." And with that, the cat begins, bats open the top and like just sort of like does a happy pounce inside, going after 5 orders of dumplings with no shame. All right.
Size of your head.
About 10 minutes after that, Brad, you pull up on the rickshaw.
Mm-hmm.
A young man drops you off. I'm assuming you pay him?
Yes.
Okay. A young man drops you off and then starts calling out for another passenger, trying to get a run back down the hill as well.
Mm-hmm.
No sense in wasting time while we're here. All right, so let's see. He's back. Mortimer is back. Holler, you're probably going to be about 10 minutes after that, where you land. I'm assuming you're going to be landing back in your traditional crow's nest, or do you have somewhere else you would land?
Probably just on the deck because I'm heading to talk to the captain. Or Joe.
I'm going to stop both of them as they arrive. Hey guys, I'm going to need some help unloading some stuff that I bought for Sprocket. It'd be quite a bit of help if you guys were here. Give me a couple extra hands.
It's just a
She
little
wanted
bit
a
of paint.
lot of
How many
paint.
hands do you need?
What do you mean a little bit of paint? You said
Yeah, to like hobby paint, like art
I
paint.
cannot get any paint on these books. And I will walk it.
Like a little bit of paint.
It's like,
you should have been more specific.
How many times have you seen
it's
me paint
paint.
on the ship?
Tao will just walk past to go bring stuff.
I stayed down in the engine room all day. I hardly see
you definitely watched me paint that new patch job from the Cannonball.
And
with house paint for the boat.
No, sweetie. No.
Well, you've got a lot of paint, Sprocket.
Well, all right then. We'll make it work.
A large wagon pulls up at the base of the ship. Delivery for Jack Beard.
It's Joe Lackbeard. I'm right here. So where do you want your paint, Sprocket? Also, I got you a lot of fruit. I didn't know what kind of snacks you wanted, so I assumed fruit would be nice.
Fruit works great. I guess the paint's gonna have to go down in the cargo. If it's that much, I'll just bring it out in droves. A little pot with it.
So there are a large number of barrels of paint.
Might want to get that down below before Captain sees it.
I'll just start carrying barrels.
Well,
hold on. Let's find out if the captain does see it. Because Captain Amelia is many, many things. But
she's really busy right now.
Let's see how busy she is. She ain't that busy.
Worst case scenario, the boat gets a new paint job.
What the hell, Sprocket?
Not my fault. Not my fault.
She told me
Not your
paint.
fault.
She sent me with 1,000 gold, Captain. I mean, she sent me with 1,000 gold. Why would she spend 1,000 gold on normal paint?
Why would I spend 1,000
On
gold
acrylic
on a
paint.
lot of paint?
Well, I thought you were like repainting the boat or something.
I mean, I can now.
Like hell you will.
I can make it real pretty,
Oh.
Captain.
Try that. Say that again.
I can make it real pretty, Captain.
She's called the Silver Lining. She's gorgeous as she is. Keep your colors away from my boat.
As I look around at all the tiny little paintings everywhere.
Upon hearing
Sure
the captain
thing.
say
the
no,
hull of
Tao goes back
from
onto
the
the boat.
hull of my boat.
Oh, I found out what was up with the bucket. The barrel.
It
the
better
net.
not be here anymore.
I left it with a smelling alchemist man.
Wonderful.
It was
Wonderful.
being
Beautiful.
used to make. Oh, what did he say? Counterfeit crystals to power ships.
Well, that's not
But
good.
it was dirty magic, so it'll be leaving contamination everywhere it goes. And he was going to be taking that net that I gave him to the constabulary.
So you're telling me
Yeah.
the pirate ship that we captured was running illegal crystal solution?
At some point, yes.
Really?
That's how it got on the net.
Huh.
But it wasn't the same feeling I got from this ship, so that's not what the problem is.
I should hope not. My ship's core is 100% crystal pure. None of that contaminated black market crap that they make with whatever they can find. Crystal smugglers. We've got crystal smugglers.
Is this a continuous problem?
All right. Sprocket,
Yeah.
have a messenger sent to Captain Ramses of where is he stationed now? The Dawn Treader. Let him know what we've discovered, because I know his task force of cruisers has definitely been on the hunt for crystal pirates.
Will do.
It would seem that we're going to be dealing with the Navy more often than I had hoped.
Fun.
Well, you always had a thing for him, so...
One time.
Which is one time more than any other form.
I'm gonna go write your note. Walks away.
2 copper says that she puts a heart on it somewhere.
A flower, but fine.
Does Copper speak to you?
Not as loudly as gold and silver, but it can.
I've never met anyone who spoke metals.
It's sort of a ringing clink. It may not always be directly intelligible, but the more of it there is, normally the happier it makes me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I might head back up to the crow's nest and wait for Hoot to wake up.
As we're finishing unloading, I'm going to go to the captain. Hey, before you go back to your quarters, could you bring this with you for Fluffles? I got it. I didn't know the dumplings was for them.
The
But,
words you are looking for are, excuse me, Captain.
Oh,
Mr.
only I get to
Blackbeard,
be sassy.
Mr. Blackbeard, please understand, while you are in my employ, my name is Captain or ma'am. Or if I'm feeling particularly lenient,
Miss Jackson.
Captain Greycloud.
I greeted you as captain, but I understand.
And
Captain,
yes,
could you bring this to Fluffles, please? I don't want to go into your quarters.
we'll
You know, it's
ask.
kind of your room.
And he'd probably kill you. Everyone, I know what they say of the fighters on my ship. I also know which one of us has the most spirit per pound. I've yet to meet anyone in combat that cat could not give at least a decent run for his money with. But yes, I will pass it on. And Mr. Blackbeard, what, pray tell, made you think that Sprocket was willing to give you such a massive amount of coin and expected only paint?
I thought it was for repairs for the ship. Because the pirates
And
attacked, I thought she needed paint for, and she said just all colors, but I couldn't get all of the colors. There's a whole wall of them, Captain. But I should pay attention more. I should have asked what kind of paint.
or the quantities.
Well, at least we got paint to repair the ship if it's needed.
Mr. Blackbeard, the second that Sprocket is allowed to use anything colorful near the outside of my ship is the day that we lose all of our ability to not be seen from 10 miles distant.
Oh, I
That
thought we
moment
would
we
just
paint
color
our-
match. I thought we
We
just
would.
painted the same color.
I do. I paint my ship Stormcloud Gray. However, Sprocket, in case you can't tell by looking at almost any repaired surface of this ship, believes that the brighter and louder the colors, the better. I'm quite sure she would paint a giant mural on the side of my ship that says, "Don't look here, we're in camouflage."
You got a point, Captain.
I often do. Go and speak to Mr. Samuelson about where to properly store this paint, and we'll see what can be done with it. On your way. Not on my fucking ship, you're not.
This ain't gonna buy paint for a while. It's fine.
It's got paint for years.
Yeah. It's paint you ain't gotta buy
Yeah, I'm just
later.
worried about what you're going to be trying to paint.
Things wouldn't need to be painted.
Humans could use a new
Alright.
paint job.
And I will
I
go
would-
talk to Samuelson after the captain tells me.
I'm gonna go write my letter now. Bye.
Sprocket,
Yes, Captain.
what color is his bike?
Boring gray.
Fix that.
Okay.
Thank you. And with that, the captain goes about and begins making preparations for everyone for the ship to launch. Off onto a new adventure. Does anybody have anything they really want to do or don't want to, or we go ahead and launch this puppy?
So
done-
Samuelson,
Oh.
we need to find some space.
Put it in your room.
I don't have a room. I have to
Down to my
share with
point.
the rest of the crewmates. I was told to ask you for some space. Captain said.
Captain said I need to find you space for what?
Sprocket had me pick up paint from town, and I thought Sprocket meant
Put it in
paint
a
for the
cupboard.
ship.
Put it in a cupboard. That's all the space she needs. There's a cabinet somewhere, I'm sure.
It's barrels, Samuelson. There's barrels of paint. She sent me with 1,000 gold.
And you
She didn't tell me what
asked
kind
her-
of paint. I had to assume. She just told me and then ran off. She handed me the envelope with money. There's 1,000 gold in it. But how would I? She told me there's enough
Ran
in there
off.
for all the paint I need. So
She never leaves the ship. She ran off.
she went up to the deck, laid down. She wouldn't even leave the ship.
you ask her, boy.
I didn't think about it till I got into town to buy the paint.
So you had the choice between buying some paint, no paint, and you went with all the paint.
I thought she was gonna use it for the ship, Samuelson. So I thought she needed a lot.
She could paint the paint with that.
Well, what's done is done. All right.
You're sleeping on top of it, boy. There ain't a spare bit of inch. There ain't a spare inch in my engine room for something that can slosh around, fall around, or spill. Find space in the cargo bay. Find space in the crew quarters. I don't care, but it's not coming anywhere near my Courtney.
Rocket's gonna give up some of her space too.
I don't give a rat's ass if you lash it to the outside of the hull.
That's not a bad idea.
It's a terrible idea.
I'll tell the captain that was your idea, Samuelson. Where's some rope?
Oh, I got plenty enough rope for you, boy.
All right, I'll tell the captain you told me to lash it over the side of the ship. We'll see what she thinks about it.
You realize that I've known this woman for longer than you've been alive, right?
So you're gonna lie to her and tell her you didn't tell me that?
No, I'm going to tell her the exact words I used were, I don't give a rat's ass if you lash it to the outside of the hull. Don't try to play me, boy.
All right. I'll go run it by her. I'll tell her you said there ain't no room, that you don't care if we lash on the outside of the ship.
Okay?
I love this character so much.
Right?
I love him.
Now, while I say that I'm going to do that, instead, I cram as much into Sprocket's room as I can, and whatever's left over goes into my little area in the ship.
Okay.
There's such an easy answer.
Then, I guess I'll start making that cake in the kitchen.
All right. As you go about your baking, you all hear the ship's bells sound brace for maneuvers as the ship slowly lifts her way off of the dock, off of her cradle, and out into the open sky. Chasing the blue, as the captain lovingly puts it. And with that, you are off on a brand new course, headed north-northwest, hopefully, to find opportunities unknown. Mr. Holly, you're in the crow's nest, correct?
Always.
Roll me a notice, please.
Yup. Ooh, that's a 4.
That is a 4.
You notice that there is something a couple of miles out. Anybody else who happens to be on deck at the time can also roll me a notice to see if they can get better after Mr. Holler points it out. There's definitely a blob a couple of miles out.
Is it in any way
thing out
an
there.
ambush? Because I got a plus to it noticing those.
It could be considered one, so yes, actually. You notice it is definitely another ship, and it is definitely larger than yours. And she is definitely in a position to. She's got a pretty good idea where you're going, and she's winning. So if you take that as an ambush or ambush-like opportunity, then yes, I would say it qualifies.
Are we expecting company?
I
Not
think we should also expect it.
expressly. Why? And Captain Grey Cloud pulls out yes. Well, this is going to be an interesting afternoon. Would someone please call Sprocket to Sprocket to the deck, please?
Rocket's already on the deck.
Sprocket.
Yes,
It's like on
Captain.
this screaming tube.
Your dear friend is apparently wanted to say yes to your note.
Of course.
So this is not
Well,
dangerous.
No, it's not dangerous. Annoying, but not dangerous.
Okay.
Well, he can be quite dangerous, however, we're not the prey he's after today. Well, perhaps one of us is, but...
I'm going below deck. Bye.
Goodbye.
Mm-mm.
Well, our dear, for those of you who have never been boarded by the Alliance Navy, we are about to come across what appear to be the Dawn Treader, if memory serves. And I do believe her dear captain probably will want a word.
Do I have to come down from the crow's nest?
Which word?
No,
Cool.
I think he'll start with permission to come aboard, and then we'll go from there.
That's multiple words.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm just bringing Samuelson cake while this is going down.
You think you can buy me, boy?
I just thought you'd like some cake.
Right?
You think
No.
you can buy my love? Snarf, 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 snarf.
I was just celebrating my first voyage, you know. Last time when we fought those pirates, it was my first time in the sky on one of these.
Well, you picked a good one to go out on. I will.
Well, I'm glad you like the cake.
It's okay. Scrapes crumbs, scrapes crumbs, scrapes crumbs, licks icing off the bowl.
Man,
Yeah,
loves
there's more
sweet.
out here if you want some.
We'll see. Depends on what tall hubbub the captain's got us into.
Yeah, we did seem to slow down a little bit, huh?
You noticed that, did you?
Oh, you can kind of feel it. Plus, the core kind of makes noises when we slow down or speed up if you listen real hard.
Don't tell me how my Courtney sings. But yes, she does. What she says and how she says it definitely changes depending on where we are. That is something that you'll come to know more in time. If she lets you. In the meantime, we're probably going to have to heave over soon. If we're going this slow right after launch, we probably have company. Pickets or pirates.
Work. Am I right?
What?
Said work.
What kind of peon shit is that?
He's zug-zugging it.
Do we
Which
intend
one of
to
you just
resist,
zug-zug?
Captain?
Do we intend to resist? Possibly, but if he wanted to come after us, he'd be bearing... His ship would have been bearing down on us while we were still in dock. This way, he knows that if we tried, we could probably make a decent run of it. This is him trying to be polite. He wants a quiet word. The fact that he didn't send a runner back after Sprocket's message got to him says that he has at least something that he doesn't want overhearing ears to possibly pick up.
Should the rest of us go
So-
down to give you privacy?
No, you know everything. Well, I'll meet him in my cabin, and then I'll let you know what's going on.
I will stay right here.
As you wish.
Which everyone knows literally means
She's gonna stand right there.
right here.
Engage magnetic boots. Nail down.
Oh,
All
I
right.
gotta watch Face Off. Face Off.
After about 15-20 minutes, we have slowed down to the point where the Dawn Treader is within hailing distance, probably about half a mile with a megaphone. You hear just the standard, ahoy there! You sound like a prick. Back and forth, banter. Captain, I received a very interesting report a little while ago. I was wondering if I might be able to come aboard and have a word with you about it. Oh, well, very well, of course. Far be it from me to slow down the work of the Imperial Navy. Excuse me, the Alliance Navy. With that, a small launch comes across, which is effectively little more than a tugboat with a lift crystal in it. It comes across, and there is a man in an extremely large, very fine hat and pristine white naval uniform with blue piping.
Pump his ass.
My dear
Just
Captain
watching.
Amelia, how very good to see you again. Christoph, what could you possibly have to do with me? Well, I did receive a very flowery message. The captain gives you a fully expecting this, but still slightly withering glare, Sprocket. Did you now? Well then, I assume you're here on naval business. Of course. Can't be here to catch up. May I borrow you and the report writer to discuss this in private? The captain motions for Sprocket to come with, and then call, Mr. Holler, would you join us, please?
I was told I wouldn't have to get down from the crow's nest. Uproot myself. Wings fly down.
All right. As you walk into the cabin, the rather pompous individual with a very large hat turns around and half pulls steel. What the fuck? Just at the sight of you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's like you've never seen a tree before.
Not that wasn't being shaped into a hull. What?
Rude.
Very.
All right.
Mr. Lackbeard?
Oh, that wasn't Blackbeard. That was just me commenting as a player. Rude.
Mr. Holler, this is Captain. This is the captain of the Dawn Treader. What did I say his last name was?
He wasn't
Christoph,
important
right?
enough to me to write his name down.
Christoph Richardson.
Even has a dick for a name.
Got him.
Sorry.
I hate him already.
Captain Christoph Richardson of the Alliance Navy ship Dawn Treader. Captain, this is Mr. Holler, one of our newest crew members, and the individual who found the contaminated webbing that we discussed, and that was discussed in the note, specifically the one contaminated with counterfeit crystal solution. Mr. Holler, is this true?
I took it to several places trying to figure out what it was and then how to destroy it, and most people were not helpful.
Let's see. Sprocket? How have you been, Tamsin?
Fine, since you tried to rip me off the ship. I don't care if we were going to dinner or not. We can have dinner on the ship.
Yes, we could. But then you wouldn't get to actually, come see my cabin.
I don't leave my ship. I have a perfectly good cabin here.
Yes, but that one didn't have me in it. Or dinner.
Seems like a you problem.
I would very much like it to be an us problem.
I don't think
And
we're
with
here to
that-
talk about us right now. We're
with that,
talking about the
Captain-
barrel of death.
Captain Greycloud clearly bristling at his flagrant attempts to steal one of our engineers. Captain, what can we do for you? Well, you can give me all the data you have on where this ship was, where it was going, and who its crew were. You can also tell me of any other encounters with any other pirates or ships like it that you've had in the past year. I don't have anything, Captain. And I would thank you to keep this professional. And you can just see Captain Richardson he takes his hat off and just sighs. Oh, Amy. You always were such a stickler for the rules. Very well, if you have no further information, I will have to simply go it alone. However, please note that this encounter has been put in my ship's log, and you are on notice that any other information you find must be transmitted or surrendered to the Navy as soon as is practicable, lest you be found to be assisting with this. And everyone knows that being an accomplice to crystal smuggling is, well, the penalties are quite steep. Do you still have that little problem that you had when we were younger, Christoph? The one that definitely kept you so very far out of the running for Admiralty? I don't know what you're talking about, Amy. My odds of joining the Admiralty are climbing all the time. Sprocket, at this point, you do know who this guy is. And you know exactly why your captain divorced him. And he is a charming son of a bitch. But you haven't heard this story about this little problem of his.
Oh, me and Amy are going to talk about it later.
Oh, don't worry, dear. It was quite the issue. Well, I see I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you, Captain, ladies. Mr. Holler, thank you for your bringing this to our attention. With that, Captain, I shall see myself off. However, please do not forget, while every gray cloud has a silver lining, the Dawn Treader goes everywhere, and we see everything. I'll keep my eye on you.
Was that supposed to rhyme?
Do you know where the crystal smugglers are?
No and no. If I knew where they were, I promise you I'd have blown them out of the skies years ago and used that to become a Commodore. But that's beside the point.
Mammals in your names. Am I free to leave? I'm heading back to the crow's nest. It's cold.
Captain. He walks out, gives Tao a rather shameless up down, grins at Captain Greycloud, and then proceeds to walk to his ship, or walk back to the launch and return to his ship.
So that was fun. Not really.
Remind me again what you saw in him.
I don't even remember.
Bones?
I mean, bones are true. That's fair.
I have seen a few of his bones.
Probably the same thing that you saw in him until he started talking.
Yeah, but he had...
I hope you know all of the flowers were actually middle fingers. They look like little orchids.
I wish I had a copy. Something for next time.
I don't know any of the words you were saying.
It's okay.
I'm just in a crow's nest watching him leave.
Why don't we go get dinner, Tao? Let's go get dinner.
I have dinner.
That's water. That's a drink.
That's dinner.
Well, then let's go have that downstairs so that I can eat.
Why is my presence required for you to consume sustenance?
Because I'm bored. And you're fun to talk to.
I am also questioning your judgment.
You
Fair.
hear the cat muttering. You hear the cat muttering all kinds of comments about how he smells like wet human and clearly doesn't groom himself well enough, and his hat is clearly compensating for a lack of any sort of martial skill.
I'll still go down.
Yay! I have to plot revenge.
All right. So, as the ship finally sails away from Stormfall Bay, we begin. Apparently, we have a side mission downstairs in the galley. So I'm curious to see how this goes.
I'll be in the kitchen washing my dishes from cooking cake when they show up with their water and whatever Sprocket's eating.
I have
Meanwhile,
new fresh fruits.
Loose pallets of
back
fruit.
at the ranch.
So, what did we stop the ship for? What happened up there?
Just a giant ego. That's all.
Looked like the Navy too.
What a great bird, the ego.
Some drama? So, you want to share? And I'm going to pull a chair up to the table.
An ex-husband and an ex-boyfriend all in the same person.
Sounds pretty spicy. So,
Which one
who's
controls which part?
ex-boyfriend? Who's ex-husband?
Oh, my bones.
I only saw one person.
It is the same person.
Oh, that's spicy. So, who are the exes? Are you the ex-wife?
Just Captain Dick. No, I'm the ex-girlfriend.
Captain. So it's captain of another boat. It's like the Silver Lining.
Bigger.
Bigger.
He is a
Silver Lining's
bigger
pretty
Captain
big.
Dick.
Bigger Captain Dick. That's perfect.
Not very many boats out there bigger than the Silver Lining. He must be like a noble or...
There are
He's
many
government
boats larger.
property.
Oh. The Alliance. Yeah.
Government property.
Yeah, I can see why you left him.
No, I
So
left
why'd
him
you
because
let
he
him
tried
leave
to.
alive?
Well, because I don't want the Silver Lining destroyed. But no, he tried to take me off of the boat. So he's not happening. Never again.
Kidnapping is untoward for a naval officer.
Right? I completely agree.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Alliance, you know. Not good people.
Hey Joe, where do you keep your bike?
Well, it's usually up on deck. Why?
Just the propeller squeaking, and I figured I'd, oil it for you. Maybe tweak it a little bit so that it works better.
Are you also an engineer?
I am an engineer, just not for ships.
Well, what kind of oil are you planning on using? You know it only takes a very specific oil, right?
I know how the flying bikes work. I promise.
Okay, what kind of oil are you using?
Bike oil.
Bike oil?
From freshly squeezed bikes.
Bike oil. How about mineral oil? That would be a good choice.
Bike W30.
Bike W30.
Is there a lying skill? What's the lying skill?
There's persuasion.
Well, as long as you don't break it, I don't see no harm. I
Okay.
could clean it if you use the wrong oil anyways, so.
That'll be fine.
Such a nice boy, telling the girl all about how to do technical things.
Right?
Well, that thing's expensive.
And so is my arm, which I built. Thank you. It's like boys forget that I make things.
So
This
many
arm's a
fake
whole lot more.
parts around this ship. How do you
This
guys just
arm
learn
is
to work
so
with
much more
adversity?
complicated than your bicycle.
If you lose an arm, why don't you just deal with having one arm? You always
'Cause
gotta
I could
build your
build
own
a
extra
new one.
parts.
Well, you were born without wings. Why do you see,
Why do
why
you have a
can't
flying bike?
deal with not having wings?
Well,
Look at those
I'm not sure who
shoes
this
you're
random
wearing.
crewman is that I'm embodying right now.
But I love him. I love him.
Yeah.
Sass
There's-
mouth.
Snarky crewman number 1.
there's a difference between a vehicle and augmenting your body.
Is there?
Go ahead, boy.
There's
Give me the
not.
shovel.
You know, Asher nuns, they taught me face death with a smile and open eyes. It means accept what life gives you. Don't try
And
to
life gave me the knowledge and skill to
come
build
up
a
with-
motherfucking arm, and so I did it.
It also took your arm. Maybe you aren't supposed to have 2 arms.
Can I hit him?
Yes, you may.
With the robot
Obviously,
arm.
that means he was meant to be hit.
What do I roll for that?
What are you hitting him with?
My arm.
Fighting.
Yeah, that'd be fighting.
Where is that?
That should be under your skills.
Unless it's not, in which case it's
It's not.
unskilled.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then it's unskilled.
Okay.
Damn!
Damn.
Holy shit!
He walloped
It
me
really
good.
wanted to happen. It really wanted you to crit. So,
Yeah.
really?
So
Damn, off an unskilled.
the side of righteousness has clearly given you. Yeah. You hit him and you hit him good. So all right, Mitch, you are now shaken. But you do not, and that's that little shaken triangle down there,
Yeah, I
right
clicked
above
it.
Stevens. Yep. And so, yeah. Feel free to respond as you will.
Man,
Okay.
at least he can build it well. Still
Yep,
shouldn't have
I
it.
can.
How hard can your real arm hit? Go on. Come on, I know you want to give another swing.
Is this invitation open?
Yes.
Ooh.
It was an insult to both of us. So, yes,
I also have 2 arms.
you do. And beautifully built they are.
Do they look constructed?
No, which is the best part.
Say we should have come up. We punching the boy. Hell yeah.
I'm waiting for
Aw.
Captain to hear the.
Let me get
oh,
in.
No.
Let me get in
I
on
would have
that.
spent a penny.
Use
Oh,
a
no.
penny.
Reroll it.
I'm waiting for Captain Amelia to hear the commotion.
Oh god!
Jesus
well
Christ.
Fucking God.
Just gonna
How
knock
many
out
is
Joe
that?
Lashbeard.
That's another crit, but that's 4 raises. What the hell?
Drag him back to his quarters and drop him there.
So
Fucking. Oh, I know
Yeah,
exactly what that
you-
is. Where is it?
Jesus Christ, Jen.
I love you so much right now.
I'm down
There is
for
one thing I am built for. It is not failing on that roll.
In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's shit. That's 2 wounds. Because I don't need you to actually kill him. Because this is barehanded, but then again, that is how you kill people. And after that hit, you hear the entire crew present go, "Oh!"
I mean, does it matter that I have martial artist as an edge?
Oh god!
Yes, but that would only make it worse.
Also funnier though.
Right?
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. My programming hasn't been triggered.
Distracted, wounds, fatigue, and he was shaken. So,
Our boy needs to go to the infirmary.
yeah, dude,
Except
you
the
were
cake
like,
that he ate.
dude, you were like one
Man, I
good
wasn't
sneeze-
talking to you.
You're one good sneeze away from a coma.
I received
Okay,
an
I want-
invitation.
You hear the doc. Somebody start yelling for the doc.
He'll eventually come up.
Eventually. He's been reading. He's busy.
Yeah, I've been reading.
I-
New books.
Based upon how hard he just hit the deck, and the fact that he's right about over your cabin, you probably would have heard that impact.
He'll come up. Try to find out what's going on.
I received an invitation to punch him.
Especially when
That was awesome.
well, that was incredibly stupid of him.
He may be insulted that you currently possess 2 arms.
Okay.
I liked Tao's explanation better, so I'm gonna just let her keep talking.
I didn't mean to roll right there. It was a
All
mistake.
right.
You do need to roll to unshake, though.
Well,
Yeah,
Good
I didn't
news.
mean to do any of that. All right, unshake.
All right.
I want to use
Hooray!
Benny.
You are now. Hooray! Now you are simply in an
Injured.
you are simply in an excruciating amount of pain, and you're pretty sure you have internal bleeding.
And in true Joe Lackbeard fashion, as he's being hauled off to the infirmary, he's writing notes on the punches.
On what?
Yeah.
How hard they hit, how fast
No,
they were.
I mean,
No.
like, what are you writing on? Like in your own blood on your pants, or what?
Mental
He carries
notes.
his notebook with him everywhere.
Mental notes.
Did she leave you two functioning arms? I actually can roll to see if that's true or not.
Yeah,
but-
let's roll for that. Let's roll for that.
Okay.
Let's roll for where his injuries are.
I assumed he punched me in the gut and made me puke.
Well, tell you what. Here's what we're gonna do. I need you to roll me. Roll me 2d6, please.
Which one of us?
You.
You.
5 and 6.
11. So you have a broken leg.
Jesus.
Punched me in the leg.
Apparently.
That's the
Nice.
reach.
No,
Nice.
I mean,
Once again, that was a crit off of 3 raises. I think she just kind of shockwaved you on that.
I think you actually probably need to
You
roll
went
me
through some stuff.
You know what? Roll me one more. Roll me 2d6 again, please.
4 and 5.
4 and 5. Yeah. You, my friend, also caught one in. You're pretty sure you have a couple of broken ribs as well.
He just rolled an ankle,
And-
stumbling back.
Bounced off
Well,
the
I mean,
stove.
you hit him, and then he broke something landing.
Mm-hmm.
In all reality, I probably should have. In all reality, that probably should have killed him. But I'm trying to be generous here.
Look, we don't need no racists on this ship, okay? Us automatons and androids, we deserve some respect too.
How was that
Hey, man.
racist?
Give him some forceful character development.
That's ableist.
It works.
That's not racist.
Well, she is
Ableism
an
is
actual
ableism.
android, so she was never like human to begin with. So, whole different race.
Like being human, so great. Get out of here.
He probably wouldn't feel the same as people that were android from birth. I don't know. Maybe he does. Have to think about that more.
Okay.
Okay.
Looks up at Mordor. I can't look, Doc. Did they get me?
Yeah, they got you. Whoops, what's happened to my face?
Brad, what's going on with your eyes?
I don't know.
It's the towel punch. It's spreading. Everybody's
Brad was
getting
also
some.
shaken.
Apparently.
He doesn't done shake well. We've already experienced.
Yeah,
Once Joe
once
into
I get
him.
shaken, it just comes and goes. It's the
Hangs around
All
to
right,
his
so-
butt.
Do you got to put me down?
not yet.
Yet? Oh,
I
We
God.
could though.
So
never-
so next game, you are gonna have the slow hindrance. Just because of the fact that that's what it says should happen if you roll an 11. Because I like you, I'm gonna let you pick which of your legs isn't working very well.
Go with the left.
All right, Brad, you're gonna need to put his left leg in a cast.
Okay.
Whether or not he needs it's another story.
Yeah, I can't roll the I can't do the crippling. That's a plus 20 to my modifier
Jesus.
to do a crippling injury. I was like,
Whew.
oh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that she could actually roll that high, that
Crits
fast.
can crit, like you said.
Yeah, it was incredibly unlikely.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why our benefits are so damn dangerous. Went from a miss to a you're lucky she missed your heart.
Though I doubt he would have actually used his healing to heal your crippling injury anyway. You brought this on yourself. It's kind of a learning moment in his mind.
Right. Stupid injuries don't go to the hospital. That's always told growing up. That's what happens.
We like I could educational blood on the ship.
Like I could just
Okay,
patch
I'll turn
him
it
up.
into art later.
He'll heal on his own later.
It's a nice deep rust color. I'll turn it into a flower or something.
Sinus cast.
All right. After that much of a left turn in the plot that I had for the rest of the game, I'm just going to go ahead and call it here. On that,
I do nothing but this all night.
Summer glow,
fun.
right here.
All you want to do is drink your water.
Drink water and
come up here insulting 2 arms.
Dear God. Okay. Well, that means it is time for everybody's favorite time of the night. It is props o'clock. Now, because of the fact that I went this way on my screen whenever I was doing introductions, we are going to go the other way. And just because to make things difficult, Jen, who are you giving your props to tonight?
Smell this. Holler. Wandering around like this is like one of those like 8-bit video games where just all the vendors smell this.
Use barrel on person. Barrel on doctor.
All right, Pierce.
Oh man, Brad harassing that guy at the library.
He said I couldn't take the books out the library. I didn't do that. I wasn't doing that at that time.
Words matter.
Yes, exactly.
And now I've got a library card. You can't stop me.
I'm taking these now. Bye.
Cricket.
Apparently he's offended because we have 2 arms.
Wait a minute, he's got 2 arms. Take one off.
Well, he still has both of his. That's why he's supposed to have them.
Well, one was already given to Jen, so I'm going to give it to Sprocket. Yeah. Swing on the guy insulting people. Do it. He's being he's being fat uncle at the moment. Do it.
Like, I brought you onto this ship. Great. I can get you off of this ship in a body bag or otherwise.
I was expecting the conversation to go somewhere else about the alliance, but then it turned into hating on people who have robotic parts. And the people with robotic parts getting violent. I enjoyed it. It's pretty good.
Put in a very good use.
And last but most certainly not least,
existence.
Brad, who's your props going to tonight?
I'm gonna give it to Jen because I'm now just waiting for her to ask the captain what the money is saying. Because she speaks to metal. As far as Jen's character's aware, as far as Tao is aware, the captain can speak to metal. And I'm just waiting for that to happen now.
I'm excited for that too.
I had almost forgotten that, but you know what?
Oh no. There's gems. There's gems from everybody. Like just small pieces of gold from everybody's characters. I love it. It's so good.
When she said that, I was sitting there. I was like, I want that to come back. I was like,
you know it's coming back somehow.
I want that to come back sometime.
I felt so bad for Holler because he's just trying to find out what's wrong with this barrel, and everyone's just like, "You are a walking, talking tree."
Yep.
Like, look at the man's barrel, darn it!
Smell this. Do you do magic? No. Move.
Yeah.
Why is everybody so bad at this?
I will admit, I love the fact that the NPC was just like, instead of answering Holler's question, I don't deign to name what I do as simply.
Yeah.
It's like, and Holler's just like, no, that's not the question.
We're talking about my barrel.
I'm not here for what you call it.
Yeah. It's who you know or not.
Okay.
Taking my hand off.
All right, before I get too terribly far off this again. Oh my, thank everybody for being with us tonight. If you enjoyed what you see here, please remember we have several other Twitch channels that we are partners with. Brad with Noir, our favorite Skelly boy. Glenn Dizzle, if you like shiny Pokemon hunting or just Pokemon in general. Yes, I said it. Go take a look at Glenn Dizzle. If you want to see our very, very favorite Terminator one-punch killing machine, take a spin over to McStabber Studios. They have several different games going on. I believe Jen said she's in the Friday night game. You have been warned. And if you, like me, are into just a little bit of everything, come see The Witch of the Stars. Ashley, a.k.a. Ashley the Everything. I don't have all the titles. Count about 10 titles ago. There's very little that they don't do, and very more that they will. Also, please, yeah, I know that didn't make sense either. Please come talk to us on our Discord channel. We would love to see you. That's where all of our games are recruited. That's where we pitch games, vote for games, talk about other stuff, talk about wrestling, talk about pets, talk about food, talk about each other, and book club.
Book club.
Very much book club. All right, and last but not least, if you're looking at this on YouTube, hi! Would I send a tremendous thank you out to JenOfThieves, who helps keep our YouTube channel up, running, and organized to the point where someone even like me is able to find what they need. So, pretty please come by, take a look, like, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the button, whatever you need to do. I can definitely tell you that we have over an entire month of constant play. Game time already.
That's crazy.
It is ridiculous. And it is hilarious and wonderful, and I'm even in some of it. You may want to skip that part, but, hey, it is what it is.
It's a sassy
Once again,
dragonborn, mama.
deal with you.
Scared of you.
Once again, we are joined tonight by Brad with Noir, Mitch, Miss Cricket, Pierce, and the DM Duchess, JenOfThieves. I have been DM Delicious. Everybody calls me Chef. And thank you for being here for DMD RPG, your stop shop for tabletop. We will see all of you next game. I'm looking forward to it, and who knows? Somebody might even survive. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.